The Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited is about two detectives in the lowest ranked part of the local police department, one of whom used to be one of the top cops in the city and was considered a hero, but after he ended up in a bank robbery, lost the ability to shoot guns. The second one is a detective who has unlimited money. Like, whenever he buys something, they tell him his balance is unlimited, which could just mean he has unlimited credit. But despite the name Millionaire Detective, he spends literally billions of yen in this entire anime. So he's definitely got more money than a million, is what I'm saying. A millionaire seems a bit underselling his actual finances. He's clearly a trillionaire. Anyway, he ends up joining, the rich guy ends up joining the police department for some reason that they never actually say or explain, as far as I remember. But it's implied that he might have done it so that he can, I don't know, become a better detective. Point is, a long time ago, his mom was killed and he wanted to find out who his mom was. This turns out to be the central focus of the actual plot. Who killed his mom and what are the mysterious files related to his company that he cannot access? The characters in the show are all pretty flat. I did like the detective's family member who is a woman who is not his wife but has a weird relationship with him, and other than that, everyone else was pretty flat. The main character, who was already a detective, had an arc about not being able to shoot a gun, but other than that, there's no real changes. And there was a former retired detective who did it kind of dirty. He was a bit of a dirty detective. He was kind of cool, I guess. The opening 2 episodes, the show kind of just like sets up the characters, and in that we mostly get to see the main rich guy solve all of his problems with money. And to be honest, despite being the central premise of the show, the idea got old literally in episode 1. It was already tired by then. It does not end up being the crux of the entire series, as it gets into the plot of investigating the mysteries of his company and his mom and what's going on with his family. That ends up actually being pretty interesting in places, especially towards that tense scene where we deal with the old retired detective and the guy coming to kill him. So it did get interesting in parts, but then once all of the answers start showing up and we start reaching the climax, it turns into a sort of long action scene that overstays its welcome, and it just kind of gets boring. In the end, the solution to all of the mysteries wasn't particularly satisfying anyway, and with such flat characters, seeing where they end up at the end doesn't really do much for me. So ultimately, it's a show that managed to achieve more than I would have expected, but at the end, it was still pretty disappointing. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Bye-bye.